few frames as possible. So we have our input direction plugin here. We're going to pause the game. We're going to load the state. The graphics won't change, but we are on this frame 0 of the task right now. So if you see here, you see our X coordinate and Z coordinate that I wrote down before. Also our H speed and our facing angle. And if we want, we can also get these from Stroop. You can see that they're the same. And also on Stroop we get the position of the star. So that's what we use to work out the target angle we need and the total number of frames. We're just going to set match angle, and we're going to set the angle of 62,077 that we worked out. We're going to click the arctan strain button. This number down here is going to be the frame where the arctan straining starts. So sometimes that might get desynced, but if you click arctan strain off and on again, that should be set to the current frame. We also need to set the total number of frames, so that's down here. We've been calling capital T, but in the input direction lure it's called capital N, and that can be changed with this button here. So we're going to increase that up to 27. Right, and then we should be good to go. We've got our state, and we're going to hold A for the first 10 frames just to make sure we have enough height. So let's go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 frames. We're going to let go of A. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So if we now bring up Stroop again.
I think the main thing is the Eyes of Ender not being in the portal frame, because that would require like 2 strongholds to spawn on top of each other, one with all 12 eyes and then one without the eyes, and so I think this is fake.
All right, you actually mentioned something very interesting, which when at the end I'll just tell you at the end.
Okay.
But it's something that no one else has like mentioned.
It's the apple, surely.
All right.
Oh, this is awesome. This is
I feel
this
like
is my
you'll
favorite.
probably, I don't know. I don't want to say anything and like give anything away, but like I don't know. No, I'm not gonna say anything. Okay.
I am almost 1,000,000% positive that this is fake, specifically because I'm pretty sure it's like I'm pretty sure in recent versions that ruin portals don't corrupt strongholds anymore. I'm like almost 1,000,000% positive on that. So that's like the one thing that I'm thinking of. This is pretty crazy though. Yeah, this adds up. This is a really shallow. Now that I'm thinking about it, this stronghold is like really shallow, like barely in the ring, even if that. I'm gonna say this is fake. I'm pretty positive that this is fake. I don't think ruin portals can corrupt the portal room, especially like this. This is a really weird corruption. It's not even on a chunk border. I don't think this is real.
I just don't know if new version interacts with this in any meaningful way.
Yeah, I mean, rest of the stronghold looks normal, right? Like everything seems in order. Looks pretty normal. Or not, I don't know. Alright, 15 seconds. Maybe I'm just leading you on. Maybe this... Wait, what? Is it fake?
No, because I did locate stronghold and there's no stronghold here. So you put a stronghold here.
Oh, what?
You give me the answer.
What? Maybe that was like a glitch with like the thing. I don't know. Alright, well, lock it in. Yes or no? Is it real or fake?
Well, it's fake because there's no stronghold here.
Wait, that's crazy. I don't know. Alright, well, we'll find out. Let's go to seed 6.
I don't see anything here that isn't possible to generate. It's just insanely unlikely for this portal to be enterable without eyes.
You've got 40 seconds.
Yeah, this is a valid ruined portal. I've seen those before. Yeah, I would probably say this is real. Like I've.
All right, real.
Yeah, I've had portal rooms corrupted in ranked before. I had unplayable seeds in ranked before. Except this one's playable because you can enter this.
I don't know. Like,
I think
check the chunk borders. I don't know.
How's the chunk borders connect?
Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. I mean, this
so
one is a hard one as well.
I'm really thinking it's got to be fake, but like yeah, I see the chunk border. Like these, all right, they're not even really in their own chunk. They're just like, it's just like split like this.
This one's definitely like needs like the most technical knowledge out of all of them to see if it's like real or fake.
I think this one, I'm pretty confident this one's fake. I could be wrong.
Alright.
But like I have no way of knowing like
what's your reason because of that?
My reason is like the eyes aren't filled in but the portal is. I don't think there's any way for that to possibly happen. That just doesn't it doesn't make sense to me. Like it's like a broken portal but without the like if it would be one thing if all the eyes were filled in. I wonder can I just like fill in the eyes of Ender and see what happens? I'm curious.
Yeah, you can change things.
It did absolutely nothing. But it's interesting. I was just curious if it would get rid of this piece, but it didn't. I don't know why it would though. I don't think this is gonna help me at all. I think I placed these the wrong way. Dude, they got some nice animations on these end portal frames now. Since when do they have that? That's so cool.
Wait, what animations?
Look when I place an eye in. Or unless that's my mod I have. Maybe it is. It may be a mod I have.
Mod.
Dude, okay.
Alright, time is up.
They have this like glow effect in this mod. I think it's fake.
Oh, wait. Okay, fake. What mod is that?
It's, let me check. I believe it's, like, subtle effect.
After departing from the elephants, we decide to investigate around their compound. Marcinic had to have been reciting that code for a reason, so where exactly does it lead? It isn't long before we stumble upon a locked shack, and upon entering 1245, alas, we gain access. Inside the shack, we can hear the buzz of flies swarming. This place smells absolutely horrid, and it's clear that something has been dead here for a long, long time. On the table, we can find a book mentioning some sort of radio tower. The pages are glued together, creating a rotting clump of paper. There's a note at the bottom. Radio tower, door 21, 12 p.m. At the top, I can only make out the words, devil horns, or good. The rest is unreadable. Door 21 at a radio tower. This means that the door 21 key isn't solely for the underground tunnel we passed through. There's another door 21, the way we, and likely many others like us, use to make our way here. This means that there are actually two options that we can use to exit the dark wood. We can burn the tree, setting everyone confined here free. Or we can leave them, saving ourselves through the alternative door 21, yet banishing everyone to rot here forever. After putting the book down, we turn around to see what's causing the stench inside this place, and what we find. Adorned with flower petals and surrounded by oxygen tanks, the body of a boy, her boy, lies on the ground. This is what she meant by his love filling her tanks. They are quite literally breathing in the stench of a dead, rotting corpse. At this point in our journey, we have everything we need to burn the tree. Upon filling up our tank and returning to the village, we can recall that we had grabbed a key with a floral pattern from the Mushroom Granny's home. And after tracking down the corresponding house, we find, as we expected, a locked door. Inside are a myriad of paintings, all crafted by the real-life granny that once lived here. She seemed to have an affinity for the local plant life, as her first two paintings from 1972 and 1973 both depict detailed vases with flowers. It's when we get to the third painting, crafted in August of 1975, though, when things start to get a bit weird. A caption at the
I don't need a 420, right?
Yeah, you don't.
Can you look from the bottom? Can I get a check? Actually, no, I'm gonna get the bottom.
You got 20 with the bottom shows. I'm out.
Me too, I'm out.
I'm like out at the same time.
Far.
It's north, yeah.
Spawner visible as well, spawner visible. Well, it's like 200 negative 150, I think. Double spawner, you can play both.
And it looks like Mongi is still just waiting. Maybe, I think he might just be going for a 10 obsidian play. Maybe he's sacrificing his run just to measure quicker for everybody else. I have no idea. Mongi only has 11 obby and he's leaving now. Meanwhile, Team HBG pretty heavily in the lead here. And even though Feinberg is behind, it might be okay because obviously you only need one rod to measure and then everybody else is gonna need 6. Oh,
Feinberg's in the hole. Oh my gosh.
That's 3 pearls he used to get out of it. He has no more food anymore, and while he might know where the fortress is, this is going to be really awkward to get to it. And again, I don't know if Feinberg is going to be able to give comms to his teammates, especially if these are quick raids.
Yeah, he's already going to be leaving. Like, I think it's just got to be a pivot to, like, Infume or Silver, or someone has to be giving comms. But you can see also, Rao is chugging raw pork chops, so I'm not sure what happened to Rao, but very interesting to see that. We see Mungi is the one to be measuring. So play the single triple is also the person measuring. But if Mungi, you said Mungi left with 11 obsidian, right? So
yes.
Mungi used his portal here then.
But I think he's just sacrificing his run here for the greater good of everybody else. It is a 600 blind though. So low-key, maybe he's just going to go through the overworld. Pax looking really set up nicely, has 4 rods.
Feinberg is going through it. 1 heart, has to hunger reset in the fortress, not even at the spawner yet. Pax really pushing the pace here, heading to Quartz. So this is all the play right now. This is the 2nd seed in a row. I mean, Parker, they told me that they weren't really having this game plan. They're just going to kind of, you know, see what happens. But this is the 2nd seed in a row where Hax is obliterating the pace right now. Like, obliterating.
Yes. And while they have, like, the first fastest seed secured, HBG just feels a lot more consistent. You know, like, Duke had to wait a little bit. I want to see a seed where Feinberg doesn't die, because Duke was literally just, like, jumping on a pillar, waiting for comms on where to go, just because he had everything pre-crafted and his rods ready to go. But we should see a fast completion here from Hax.
Yeah, but here's...
I don't know...
Infume's also in the stronghold. Is this the portal room? No, it's a library for Infume. Dugal also here now, going to be able to clear out more stuff for Nav, but this first place finish is so important. Remember, it's 10 points, 3 more than 2nd place, and 5 more than 3rd place. So if Hax is able to get this again for Team Troglodytes, it's huge.
Yeah, only has 3 hearts, but should be totally fine, unless he totally scuffs up the 0. Oh yeah, he's healing up plenty. He's going to be fine. Duke now going to be entering the end. Beef Salad running through the portal. He's going to know how to get to the portal room. Maybe he doesn't have proper...
Wait, is Hax another explosive?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. He should kill it here.
1 heart?
No, but the dragon flew away, and he doesn't... He's going to die!
He's gonna
he missed the crystal.
And dies. Oh my goodness. But look at this.
And now look at...
0 for
look at
Infume and Duke. But look at this too. Beef Salad and Rao also in the portal room.
Look at Infume's health, though. Has 1 heart. This is not going to kill it. Curry is half heart and he's dead. The dragon's dead, but he's also dead. Has to do a full run back. Look at Duke now. He should be the first person to hit this 0 cleanly.
This is so low, Parker. This is so low.
Air places, and it's fine. And the air place clutch. Now look at bottom right. Beef Salad also going for the 0. Has pretty good health.
don't know how many explosives though. Parker has the 2 anchors.
Oh, and
Should
Ral
be good
messes up
here.
the 0. Has to wait for a perch. So Beef Salad is gonna get 2nd place. Duke gets 1st place. Silver now going for the 0. Probably gonna get 3rd place. And Ral probably gonna get 4th place.
This is unbelievable. You could see how much the pace, the tension cranks up so much at the end.
Oh, if Toyo Mashed Potatoes was already behind enough, fucking Hoglin family on the spawner. He's actually gonna die. I'm pretty sure the piglin shot him. Like this. Just an unreal situation. Another one! Another Hoglin! Oh my god. He's not anything crafted. But well, GG, the guy who died lost. Who could have figured? Well, good thing 20 Mashed Potatoes is out. Makes the production way easier because the name's fucking 18 characters. Ooh, they're both scanning. Nothing. They're gold blocks? Snakesy's getting the gold block. But he's so far away from the tree. Wonder how much time Gold Axe saves over Stone Axe. Gold Axe, Shovel. Wait, this could be a big strays angle for Snakesy though. Darby only has 1 stray and he's ignoring it to go to the spawner, which is Loki probably the better play. Well, GG, Snakesy played for no strays, so he loses. Okay. Skeleton. So EDCR got round 1 by Infume, Hax got round 4 by Benemies, Infume and I got round 5 by high-level Netherite players. Loki didn't play, Dugal didn't play. Silver got round 6 by HDMI cables to a rank bug. Where is PR? Oh, Darby. Scary. What is that? What is on Darby's screen? What the fuck was that? I was like, oh, it's lava from the portal. But Darby found it. Oh my god, Snakesy found it! But he griefed. It's actually been so close. What is a 0? Oh, what is a 0? Why 35? Why 62? One more pearl up. Oh my god, where's that hitting? And then I'm missing tame every wolf type. I'm missing Badlands Wolf. And I have the Sniffer stuff at spawn, I just have not gone back there. Well, I got wooded Badlands, but like the wolf isn't guaranteed. Come on, come on. Y81? Savannah? Okay. I need to pee. I can't believe it. It's on my fucking screen. Nobody panic. It's eroded Badlands. Nobody panic. Dude, no wooded. Come on, fix your fucking noise values. What is this? Lock in. Okay. 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 Hitboxes on. No pie chart. That's not fun. Armadillo. No. What are you? Skeleton. Oh my god, please, like, look how many. Chicken, sheep. Chicken, 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 sheep. Chicken. Come on. Minecart chest before wolf. Notch 100 gifted. Oh, I got nervous. Notch 67 gifted. Oh. Cow. Cow. How many trees? No, my god, how many freaking hitboxes there that are nothing? Oh my god, you pig, you sheep, you pig, you sheep. There could be more. There could be more. Also, that wooded Badlands is so big that we could potentially try to spawn more. I don't hate the idea. I can't believe this, man. I can't believe it. That's so insane. That size of a mesa whiffed. Fuck off, I'm working! Coming up on the 10-hour mark. Get him over here. Savannah, again. Last Savannah was greatness.
They got wolves and armor trim already. Literally like a few minutes ago.
Oh, I must have been too locked in. Wow. Did they actually ever get the wolf? I feel like someone would have said it in my chat. If I lose to this fuck-ass wolf, I lose to the fuck-ass wolf. Like, there's like nothing I can do differently, right? Like, eggs hatch in 20 and then they grow in 40? Oh, so this guy's probably going to be an adult by like a minute.
To win when we lost, we did make the wrong play. I didn't have it in my head enough to give him the gun with less. Like, I didn't calculate, I didn't include his own Papaganus in the odds. Thanks to the Prime JS. You should stay for the next one, because this is the one. Because the pressure of Connor being on the line here will keep us going. This is also really fast. Is this round 3 already? Dude, goated lineup. I shoot him twice, then he shoots me twice. This is a sick round. Now he cuffs me and shoots himself. Imagine. Oh. If you do it in 1 minute, you get 66,000. Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. Or something. Go, 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 go. Hit this. Hit this. Sub 5. No way. Insane. You put all the money in the stock market. If I got 10 million, I mean, what's the point? It's GG. Your stock market don't matter at that point. Maybe put some of it in. 10 million is like what you put money in the stock market for. It's the end game. But you can have 20 million? Oh, there'd be such a lifestyle difference between 10 million and 20 million. If I hit 10 million, will you see how far you can go or give up there? I think I'll keep going. Like, it's not like an achievement or anything, so I don't feel any need to cash out. I wouldn't mind just seeing how far I can go if I get to 10. If I get to 10, why not 20, you know? And then why not 40? Might as well continue. We've achieved 80 grand. Actually, 100 grand. Good. Bless. Cracked. Insane. And he got a knife for me. Yeah, that'll do. Oh my gosh. This is what we call a no contest round, where we just kind of win. There's like 3 kinds of rounds. There's no contest, there's big brain rounds, and there's gambling rounds. And I guess there's the rare 4th breed of like, he just got god items and you got nothing.
Big low feelings, good luck with.
What a save. This is such a good save round. Cuffs and an adrenaline. When Paige and I got married, my buddies pitched together and as a wedding gift got us like a nice chessboard, which is exactly what I wanted. I always wanted a really nice chessboard. And since then, I've wanted it to have like a permanent spot in the house. My vision is somewhere with 2 chairs, put a little table in the middle, and have the chessboard like live there so that anyone can just pick up a game of chess there. And yesterday, we finally got a table that Paige approved of. So the chess table is now there, and I just love walking past it every time. I'm very, yeah, it makes me happy. 2-4. Now he shoots himself. W. I should have smoked. Damn it. Oh my god, he's gonna take my pills too. Pills first? Oh, that's smart. Ah, never mind, he's stupid. Do I play chess? I do play chess, yeah. It will get used. I don't really play online chess. I like touching the pieces. 2-3. I'm like above average in chess. Not that good. 1-2. I am better than all of us Nova Scotia, or at least I was when I was like 15. Yeah, I had a rating, but it was like an automated one. I didn't have enough tournament. Nice, okay. I didn't have enough tournament history to be given a proper elo, but yeah, I was given 1400. And I was the lowest. Now I'm not 1400. I could maybe push 12. Being like any part of the sweaty chess world is wild though, because like, you know, if I'm playing high level soccer and they put me up against a 7-year-old, like, this kid is duped. I am bigger and stronger. But in chess, it's like, those are the scariest opponents, because if you're facing a 7-year-old, there's something wrong with that 7-year-old. And then you just get annihilated. Wrong? Well, you know what I mean. Right in chess. They have spent a good portion of their childhood playing the game of chess. One of my friends was talking about how a 12-year-old 1v10'd all the senior chess players at their school and won everyone. All right, this is our second run today over 1 million. Like, I watched a video last night. Some of you have probably seen this video too now. This guy that made the hardest Mario Maker 1 level and then spent 7 years trying to beat it to upload it. And then at the end of the day, by the time he was able to beat it, Mario Maker 1 was basically shut down, so he couldn't even upload it. But what people fail to miss in his story is that, yeah, it took 7 years. But, like, he went to college, got a degree, got a job, and he just played an hour a day of Mario. Like, in the time that we would, say, spend watching YouTube, this guy just played the same goddamn level of Mario every day. It's just a hobby. You know, he wasn't trying to make some crazy video or anything. He just liked playing his level. So he just kept playing his level. But like, he lived life outside of that. It's not like he dedicated 7 years of his life to this one level. He dedicated 7 years of, you know, chill time. It sucks that he had shut down before he was able to upload it, but, you know, he said it was never for other people. It was just for himself. He commented a really big comment on the video I watched about him. Because it's like 3,000 hours he spent on this thing. He's like, that's a lot of hours, I know. But time really accumulates when you do something for not very long, over years. Sure, it sounds like a lot, but it's been 7 years. Like, think about how much time you spent playing games, period, over the last 7 years. It's in the thousands. This is awkward, but I like zoned into the game just now to be like, what are we doing? You know, I tapped into the second consciousness to check on things. It's like I got an internal flag, and whenever the round's not free, I'm like brought back to the game. It's like when you're driving and you don't really have to think about where you're going because you know where you're going. But then if something goes wrong, you're like, yup. Wait a second. Thoughts needed. I zoned out like that once while driving and blew 2 stop signs. No, you're supposed to be reeled back to reality before you blow 2 stop signs. That's kind of the point. I just take the glass. I'm thinking of some other options. I just take the glass. I mean, maybe this is live. It prevents his info. Now I shoot myself and we 50-50 on killing him. Like, yeah, we're okay. I should probably smoke my cigarettes though. 2-1 is left. 1-1 is left. And he knows. Damn. Oh well. Oh, he really knows. Why does he not use his phone in that situation? That's like the most surprising thing I've seen him do today. I mean, he just uses all his items.
Then tried to shift blame onto the victim by saying he has a bad habit of not stopping when the other party starts teasing. Although that didn't happen in this scenario. He initiated everything. He then tries to reason by saying he'll lose all his online friends from this and be alone, since he doesn't have any friends in real life. Sadly for him, the truth would come out for the greater good. Between June of 2023 and late 2024, there wasn't much about Venti being said, but make no mistake, this is not because he finally stopped grooming minors. In reality, he had several victims at the same time. The only thing that changed was that he went through more effort to hide it, although in the end, it would catch up to him. On March 5th, 2025, SimFizz posts a Google document exposing several of Venti's crimes between 2024 and early 2025, later adding an admission of guilt from Venti himself at the end. Quick disclaimer, while researching for this, the original Google Doc was deleted, and all evidence was destroyed forever. The document is absolutely unrecoverable. Is what Venti wishes I'd say, because luckily we had a backup PDF of everything. That being said, some of the images were cut off, yet the evidence is still damning as the majority of it is intact. With that in mind, I present to you the Venti Files. The doc opens with an introduction on Venti, and a notice to read through the Jazz Pixie archive if you haven't already, which we've already done thus far. The first segment focuses on an individual named D, an at the time 17-year-old artist who was friends with Venti. We open with SimFizz passively questioning Venti about his struggles, bad habits, and therapy. Some critical info is shared here, notably Venti admitting to being a habitual liar, saying, "I need to lie to survive," and that he'd withhold information if it meant dodging the consequences of his actions. He uses any time he's questioned like this as a chance to make himself look better, attempting to reduce your suspicion by appearing genuine. For example, SimFizz points out that D and Venti sharing their NSFW artwork is irresponsible, and Venti says, "I see nothing sexual about it, because I feel asexual." He wants you to believe he does not even like talking about NSFW topics beyond artistic expression. Later in the same conversation, Venti says it's intoxicating when someone is 17, almost 18. According to him, it's a shockingly common way of thinking. And, no. Before the doc transitions to talking about D, SimFizz tells Venti he's got one more chance, since he was caught doing pretty much the exact same thing not even a month ago. This is a pretty good time to state that SimFizz and Venti were friends at the time, since SimFizz wholeheartedly believed Venti wanted to change. If you for some reason ever find yourself in this situation, do not try to help someone like Venti. He's a serial offender that's demonstrated nothing but ingenuine manipulative behavior. There is such thing as being too nice, and you risk enabling someone like Venti by trying to help them. You also risk being guilty by association, but that's neither here nor there. Getting back on topic, Venti explicitly stated numerous times that him and D were never sexual. Never wanted to, never did. At least, directly, whatever that means. On December 24th, 2024, a month after SimFizz brought this up to Venti, the truth would come out. D made a call-out post of what happened between them, although the proof is now unavailable. However, we know it happened for a fact because Venti admits to it himself. D claims Venti was sexual with them as recently as October of 2024, sent them porn that wasn't just artwork, and invited them to an NSFW Twitter account, where they posted nudes of themselves. At the time, they were one of 2 followers on this account. Who was the other person? We'll get to that in a second. In the meantime, let's cover
Surely, by elders, they will tell me.
pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be poured into your laps. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you.
Hello? Bang. Alright. Woo! Hello? Thank you for the follows, by the way. Clownman, Con, Spaceman. Giraffe Juice counting on talking to women? Why am I getting brought up? Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, my OBS doesn't want to work.
Like, wait.
I don't
Like,
either. I don't either.
Hold on.
Okay, well, okay. You had. So you had Sylvie. You spoke to Sylvie. You spoke to JoJo, and you spoke to Ghosty. There's none of those three. Like maybe you'd be like, yeah, I could become like better friends with them.
Well, I mean, I probably could, but it's like you're asking who I speak with. Like, I don't.
Why am I getting brought up?
I've spoken with or interacted with Ghosty maybe 3 times, and JoJo today was the 2nd time, and yesterday was the 1st.
Dude, I thought I could bringing my alter ego out.
No, no.
Bro doesn't even. He doesn't even see me.
Dude, I genuinely think we just gotta get you a Tinder.
Should I call Infume chat? Should I call Infume chat?
We gotta get you a Tinder at this point.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if he picks up.
We gotta get you on something, bro. At this rate, it's fucking over.
Oh,
Loke
just DM'd me. Oh, Loke just tried to call me. Oh.
Yeah?
Great! We can add it to the VC. I don't see a problem.
Yeah, give me in.
If she's too scared of me, though, that's totally up to you, bro.
What?
At some point, at the grown age of 20 years old, we gotta, face it.
20
He didn't pick up.
Grown though. My brain hasn't even fully developed.
Don't be. I'm trying not to be scary, Chad. Okay. It's not a raid, by the way. It is just I'm getting called out. Go on.
Okay, but then if you,
add me to the call.
You want to wait for 25 to speak to the first
Hold on,
girl
interrupt
ever in your
you.
life?
Well, I don't know about that.
I just said, hey man, let me in.
That might be worse, Loki. I feel you gotta develop these skills like right now.
Well, I know, but like, it'll be better.
Oh, Slenderer Man, thank you for the raid, by the way. Apparently, I got called out by Infume or whatever that he's scared of me. Hello?
Especially what we've set up. You gotta improve it right now, bro.
Okay.
This is bad. Today, I watched your entire stream to check, like,
Why is Oh, I'm well aware. He's scared of all women.
No, it's gonna be way worse than I thought.
Why is it? Why are we so scared of me? What did I do?
I'm sorry, bro.
I feel like, Chad, I'm not that scary, am I? Oh my god. They put me in a group.
I was about to join it, and then you ended it.
Okay. Hello?
Have fun.
No. So, I got to people in my chat in Fume. I got brought up or something?
You're one of me and Dirapshu's 3 mutual friends that is a woman.
Wow. Huh. Interesting. So like, I know you're scared of women, right? Like, women aren't that scary. I just want that to be known.
You scare me. You scare me.
How?
And I am not going to go into women's bathrooms because I actually accept the sanctity of the female real women, actually.
It's just like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Just how's the boot? How does the boot taste? Is it good or is it too far down your throat for you to be able to taste anything? Like is it out the other end?
I thought you said, how does the boob taste?
The boob tastes good.
How does the boob taste? Outside? I mean...
Oh my god, again, I didn't know we were doing that today.
Oh my god. Oh god. No, it's just people caving to fascism because they think if they're more appealing to the oppressors, they're going to get oppressed less. But we are going to all get the pink triangle. Like there's no escape. Do you want to do top or should I do the full thing? Or...
I mean, out of the two of us, I think we know who the top is. Sorry.
Cat, do you want to be on top?
Yeah, I'll be on top. People in the 1980s, I bet they'll have flying cars in 30 years.
Meanwhile, in 2026, I identify as a cat, and if you refuse to believe it, you are full of hate.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are AI backgrounds as well. There will be an AI post later on. Trust me. We have the AI slot that we'll bash on here in a second. But I just like why they can't get away from the one joke, can they? Like at all.
Also, you know, okay, people in the 1980s they'll have flying cars, and now we have. Ed Grok, is this true? Ed Grok, I don't know how to do social interactions. How do I talk with someone? Oh my god, my AI girlfriend is actually so cool. I have never spoken with another human being before because ChatGPT is actually my only friend. This is amazing.
Hey ChatGPT, can you write this email for me? Could you write me a script that I can like do? Can you like use copyrighted characters to make my awful movie so that way I can like feel good about myself? It's just like, oh my god, we really do live.
Ed Rock, please harass this random trans woman and make them a man because I really need them to be a man and showcase them as a man. Please remove the makeup. Rock, please.
They're so unoriginal and just like they have no thoughts. Like that's just it. It's like I remember watching like a TikTok that was just like, and this is, it kind of ties in. It was just like oh yeah, ChatGPT is great. I use it for everything. Everybody uses it. And the other person was like, what? No, I don't use ChatGPT. Like, oh wait, you don't use it to like write your emails? And I'm like, no, I have a string of thoughts that I just type. What do you mean? I don't need a fucking AI bot to type up an email for me that just says, oh, okay, cool, thanks. I greatly appreciate for you following up with this. Like, what?
I feel so sad for the next generation to grow up in such in an environment where you're so drained and stuffed for dopamine that you cannot actually
oh god,
just sit down and develop a skill and actually see how your skill develops over the years, because now you just have a prompt and you're like, oh, Frog, please generate this art piece for me, and then you have this. Like, imagine looking back 10 years as like an artist and be like, oh, this is where it started. And now you have like, oh my god, I am an AI artist and this is how like AI evolved, and like, oh my god, my prompts got like so much better. Look at how cool I am. And it's like, you don't have a skill. You didn't do anything. You didn't put in the work, the creativity, and you just have nothing to show for. It's just embarrassing, and that's sad.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the thing.
Why would it not be Citizen Kane?
There's no way it's not Citizen Kane.
Cloverfield Lane, I've heard, is really good.
Is it the Citizen Kane of Cloverfield movies?
Possibly. I'll still go with Citizen Kane though. Cloverfield was 7.2, so we're good. All right, Amazing Spider-Man 2 or Cloverfield Lane? I think Cloverfield Lane does beat out Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's the one with Jamie Foxx as the villain, I think. The electric guy. Are we BK'd? We are BK'd, yeah. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2 was 6.6. X-Men or Amazing Spider-Man 2?
X-Men. X-Men, for sure.
Those are not very highly regarded, right?
Yeah, the older ones are... I like them, but...
I think they've got a cult classic kind of.
Like, I think they were well received, but I don't think they're necessarily good.
Right, but I think they're well received enough. I think.
I'm gonna do Amazing Spider-Man. Oh my god, X-Men was 7.3.
I told you.
Damn, okay. John Wick 2 or 8 Mile?
I don't know what 8 Mile is, so I'm gonna go with John Wick.
You don't know what 8 Mile is? That's crazy, dude.
Sorry, I don't like watch too many movies.
I've never seen it either, but I feel like everyone should know it at least.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Let me do 8 Mile. 8 Mile. Wow. Okay, they're almost tied. John Wick was better though. 7.4.
Really?
7.4 for John Wick.
Tied, you know.
7.2 for 8 Mile. So like barely a difference.
Hey, if y'all see that you.
But with 4 COD, is at least going to be better than no anything.
Yeah. I mean, we got 3 people entering the Nether at almost the exact same time, which is pretty crazy because they all did different routes really to get here.
You know better than anyone. Getting treasured, something very, very common.
This looks very bad. And I don't think he got food from the Hoglin.
Did not get food.
Oh, this is awesome. Oh, this is
Ghost
NRI.
Bucketed.
Yes. Ghost Bucket.
Ghost Bucketed lava.
Oh, that's what we like to see.
This is
here.
good for Raul, though.
Well, Infused in a Bastion. Stables with 1 triple. Is there a good gap? No. Oh, there is a good gap. Oh my god. Okay. So he's going to be able to do triple the gap.
Very, very, very easy.
Mungie and Raul starting their route at almost the exact same time here. A lot of runners are very close on pace. Pretty much everyone is on like the exact same pace. You want to pull up EDCR again, maybe instead of Dougal. We're seeing Dougal start the route now. EDCR seems to be... Where is EDCR going?
Yeah,
this looks
relatively
like we're taking a completely different terrain.
I think he's going to the same bastion, just taking high terrain, I think. But noticeably different is the diamond pick, and...
That's huge.
Lack of much else. I'm not sure if he's got food. I don't know what just happened with that Hoglin, but...
Hoglin's chilling.
Yeah, he's going to go back for it.
And didn't get a lava bucket as well as a water bucket in the hotbar.
Dude.
It's really interesting to see.
one rotten flesh for EDCR.
Yeah, I really like watching EDCR play no reset because he really has done nothing besides play ranked. So watching him do anything that isn't ranked is just like, it's almost like a Ludwig situation in the sense of like, he just skipped like 87 steps and just got like...
Connecting a whole real full-ass controller to your phone and playing it that way, which is insane to me. It's also the only game of the Ultimate Mobile series to actually release, but those could probably be talked about in their own video. There is also, of course, Beatmania 2DX Infinitas, the PC home version of Beatmania 2DX you play on a subscription and song pack basis. Infinitas has been running for quite a while now, since all the way back in 2015. Infinitas has had a mixed reception over the span of its life, but remains the most legitimate way to play Beatmania 2DX at home. Though I would say that unless you're a hardcore player, Infinitas and most of the Konaste games' pricing is not really worth it. They can get pretty expensive. Lastly are 2 phone games, but not smartphone games, just phone games. There were 2 versions of Beatmania for flip phones, Beatmania iApply and Beatmania 2DX iApply. On screen right now is 2DX iApply. There's a good amount of footage of this one. Judging by the song lists on RemiWiki, this game was supported for quite a long time, with tons of updates through the Konami Net DX service. This service was supported until April 30th, 2016, which is kind of wild. That means that Konami Net and Infinitas were at one point alive at the same time. Konami Net DX had all sorts of stuff on it, like ringtones, games, wallpapers, and it was even where you went to view eAmusement information before eAmusement Gate was created, which became the modern eAmusement site we know today. While there's tons of footage of Beatmania 2DX iApply out there, the story is not the same for Beatmania iApply. In fact, I'm not 100% sure, but this game might be lost media, or it's at least partially lost. I couldn't find any gameplay of Beatmania iApply anywhere on YouTube or Nico Nico using what searching I could in Japanese. I found 2DX iApply there though. RemiWiki seems to be really the only place that has documented this game existing, at least in English, and they have the original site archived, so they're definitely different games. If you have seen footage of this game, let me know, because I sure couldn't find it. Anyway, these odd outliers add 4 more to our total, bringing us to 79. So, 79, pretty good. Quite a few games and spin-offs, and even some weird stuff. But I know you, viewer. I know what you're here for. The real weird shit. It's time to start digging into the strange side of Beatmania. So, does Beatmania on Game Boy count? That's right, there's Beatmania on Game Boy. Beatmania GB was developed not by the main Bemani division, but by KCEK, or Konami Computer Entertainment, based in Kobe, in 2002. The game itself is what you'd expect. It's vertically scrolling rhythm gaming on your Game Boy. But I think the really interesting thing here is that they went out of their way to make some really solid 8-bit renditions of classic Beatmania songs. And the recreated background animations look awesome too. There were a few of these: Beatmania GB, GB2 Gotcha Mix, and GB2 Gotcha Mix 2. That's not confusing at all. So that adds 3 more to our counter. But playing Beatmania on the go is really fun. So how about Beatmania for WonderSwan? That's right, the estranged cousin of the Game Boy, the WonderSwan, also has a Beatmania game. This game features pretty notably worse visuals, but makes up for that by having audio quality much more true to the original music. While the 8-bit audio in Beatmania GB is a nice touch, having audio much closer to the original is really cool. Also, Beatmania for WonderSwan has a turntable attachment. It's basically just a piece of plastic that clips over a couple of the buttons that press them when you turn the turntable. But the idea is what counts, and I think it's a cute idea to have a little turntable, even if the positioning on the top end of the device is a bit odd. So, +1 to our counter. But I know what you're saying. Come on, you got something weirder than that. Fine, okay, you win. You know about Beatmania GB, Beatmania for WonderSwan, Beatmania iApply, but do you know about Mahoromatic, Moeto Kira Kira Maid-san? Okay, so in 2003, Konami made a visual novel called Mahoromatic, Moeto Kira Kira Maid-san. It is, for all intents and purposes, a visual novel. However, the game features a few minigames, and one of them is Beatmania. And I mean, it's not even like a dumbed down version. It's fucking Beatmania. But this game doesn't count for our list. It misses one criteria. This is not a Beatmania game. It is a visual novel with a Beatmania minigame. So we're not counting this one. It is a hilarious footnote, though. Okay, so surely this is everything, right? Surely nothing else could pad our count. We sit at a very sizable 83. We must have everything covered by now. The Bomani Pocket is a series of handheld toys that started production in 1998. There are pocket versions of basically every Beatmania game of the time. And of course, there are a ton of Beatmania ones. Summer Mix, 2000, Konamix, there were a ton of these. And by that I mean a ton. Sure, there were some pretty standard ones, but how about Bimani Pocket Annie Song, Hello Kitty, Tokimeki Memorial? How about a Bimani Pocket themed on canned coffee? That's right, Bimani Pocket Enjoy Georgia's Signature. There were an absolute boatload of these. For Beatmania, my count is 17. Now, technically these are an exception. They don't have Beatmania in the name, but I'm counting them. They have Beatmania gameplay, including a turntable, and also, even though the series is called Bimani Pocket, the ones that weren't Beatmania don't have Bimani in their name. It was just DDR Pocket, or Paradise Pocket. And may I remind everyone that Bimani is indeed a shortening of Beatmania. So I'm counting it. That brings our total all the way up to 100. 100 Beatmania games. Surely we've seen them all now. We've covered pocket toys, phone games, portable systems, arcade games. We've stretched all across the games industry. We can actually still add one more system to scrape out a few more, PC. We can't forget about the typing games, Beatmania Da, Best Da, and Da Da Da.
You're gonna use Pursuit so I can't swap out. White quick attack after crit. Gosh dang it, man. Okay, Hypnosis. Maybe it doesn't kill. It doesn't kill. I hit Hypnosis. Do I just Psybeam? Would Psybeam have killed the first turn? Maybe I don't want to think about that. Maybe I just use Psybeam and don't think about it. You don't wake up turn 1. I overcomplicated it. Oh my god. I can't believe I made it out of that. I am so shocked I didn't lose anything. This is the third time a Pokemon's lived in 1 health in a gym. But regardless, that badge counter is going up. Don't approach me like that. Please walk with us. Oh, okay. That I can do. All right. That was way more stress than I needed. I cannot believe I made it out of that fight unscathed. Still, I had a long way to go until the Elite Four, so there was no time to dawdle. I went past Route 16 into the Lostlorn Forest for another encounter, this time a Swadloon, which is okay, I guess. I did a quick look through my Pokemon again and decided to evolve Gloom using the Sunstone found in Nimbasa City. The logic was that because items don't carry over, it's better to secure a Stone evolution now instead of gambling on it later, especially because an evolved Pokemon is more likely to turn into its evolved counterparts. This isn't a surefire rule with every Pokemon, like Gyarados turning into Tynamo, but that generally only happens with level-based evolutions, which just isn't the case with a lot of flower-themed Pokemon. Afterwards, it was time to travel west towards the next gym, but a few battles stood in my way. The first involved some Plasma Grunts, which were no concern, but after, those were not the fights I'm afraid of. Now that that's covered, it is time to do what I am absolutely terrified of, and that is a triple battle. You know, maybe I should have checked the Pokemon before coming into this too, because I didn't do that. This isn't a great matchup for Krokorok, is it? Okay, first things first, you get out of here, and send in... No, I don't want to send in Gyarados, but I think I have to. We Rock Throw on Sigilith, Hyper Fang it as well. God, I should have started with Gyarados. I was just too afraid. What if Gyarados dies? I don't want Gyarados to die. Okay, that's good. Flinch as well. God, that did so much damage. But, oh, that didn't kill. No. Okay. Archon's Rock Flying, and I think Rock resists Electric, so I think we Bubble Beam. Yeah, that seems safe enough. Soul Rock, do I want to swap you? I mean, I guess it has a similar amount of defense to Soul Rock, and if I kill Sigilif, it's probably fine. So yeah, let's just send out Drowsy, and then quick attack Sigilif. Yeah, I think Drowsy lives unless it gets a really unfortunate like double up. Oh wait, somebody has crunch. Well, hopefully he didn't crunch down the center. God, that Tortuga, however you say it, I don't like it being a part of this battle. Okay, I think we might be fine. It used crunch. It used... Okay, I'm alive. We're gonna swap into Nidorino because I think Nidorino can survive. And then we're gonna Hyper Fang Tortuga. Like, I think Nidorino survives one Aqua Jet if it uses Aqua Jet. And it didn't. That's awesome. I think we're good. Oh, I missed. I guess I should have put a better Pokemon in the center, huh? Okay, it did use Aqua Jet on Nidorino. It didn't kill. It did half health. And I am not doing, like, any damage. Can I, like, swap Gyarados into the middle? All right, here's how we're going to do this. I got to get Gyarados over there. I'm going to swap in Drowsy on the left. It's going to use Aqua Jet, probably. So I can probably swap in Soul Rock, and Soul Rock probably lives in Aqua Jet. All this to try and save one Pokemon. And then we Hyper Fang again. I guess Dig might do more damage, but I don't like not attacking for 2 turns. Alright, he used Aqua Jet. Didn't kill. You do nothing. And then we swap you in for Gyarados. So I think we're good. Alright. Okay. That was way more effort for a random encounter on the side of a road than I would ever like to spend again. All right, here we are, Driftvale City. Oh wait, isn't this a fight? Surely it'll go fine. Oh. Did you just punch that guy? Wait, maybe this is the best Pokemon game. I've been missing out. Here's the fight. His name is Rude. And when I was looking over at my notes, I was like, oh, I wrote Rude, but like in a funny, quirky way, because I think it's rude that they're making me do another like boss fight right now. But no, that's just his name. I forgot. This fight ended up being a lot easier than that triple battle, which I'm thankful for. Afterwards, Rude offered me a 3 Zorua. I completely missed this being a thing with my notes, so it made for a pleasant surprise. My next task was to prepare for the upcoming gym, so I made a quick detour to Route 6, where I caught a Deerling. I then returned to the Pokemon Center and went into my PC to figure out a team for Clay. After evolving Zorua into Zoroark and having Nidorino become an Excadrill, I settled on a party of Raticate, Krokorok, Bloom, Nidorino, Zoroark, and Ducks. All right, Clay. I always go in thinking like, oh, they just have one type. It'll be easy. And then something always goes wrong, but I don't know. I have a lot of faith in Gloom. Giga Drain. Guys, I might be in the clear. This, I say it every time, but this may just be the easiest gym yet. Surely there's nothing to worry about with Excadrill. I mean, it's neutral damage, but like, what are you gonna do? You're using Rock Slide. Oh, that did more damage than I thought. But I outspeed will heal, so a crit shouldn't kill me. And then I just win. Well, actually, a crit might still kill me. Bulldoze, that's a different move. Oh, that slows me down though. I just go for it anyways. Why overcomplicate something so simple? See, why overcomplicate it? The easiest gym of my life right there. Well. We have made it. The 5 badges. Feels good. I can't imagine things are gonna get easier from here though. Having beaten Clay, my next objective was the Driftvale tournament. This is something I have been silently dreading for a while because I assumed it used a system that captured Pokemon's level to 25. This was entirely wrong, but that didn't stop me from spending several minutes panicking about how I'm going to avoid losing Pokemon. After that followed the first Plasma for Gate. which was another scary sounding section that was trivialized the moment I found out I could leave the ship to heal my Pokemon between fights. Really, like, there was nothing to worry about. Here I am, freaking out about the drift-filled tournament into Plasma Frigate, thinking like, oh, this section looks like it's scary. Then no, it's not. There may just be a chance I beat the game in this gym. My journey towards Mistralton City and the 6th gym was rather uneventful compared to what we've done so far. I did pick up a boulder and relic passage, as well as a Joltik in Chargestone Cave, but that was it. I actually could have gotten more encounters before the gym battle, but ultimately decided I would wait until after. I didn't want to go and lose another Pokemon to a wild encounter like I've done so many times already. Before the fight, I used a Moonstone on Drowsy so I wouldn't lose the item on a swap, and settled on a team of Nidorino, Raticate, Zorwork, Boldore, Gyarados, and Solrock for the fight against Skyla. I'm nervous, but things have been going well so far, and I think my plan is solid. Starting Boulder, instant Stealth Rock, and I don't think Boulder will be able to sweep, but I think it'll put us in the right position to get there. To do that Stealth Rock. Oh, I got flinched. That's so mean. Attract? Okay, maybe this is awful, actually. Okay, I did get my attack off, so there's that at least. I'm just gonna go for Rock Slide. Heart Stamp isn't doing much damage, so I can like safely like go for a few of these before I switch. Oh my god. I can go for like one more. Okay, we hit. Kill, 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 kill. Nice. But I think I have to swap now. And you're sending out
Department of Justice and the harm that it has done to the survivors who are standing right behind you and are waiting for you to turn to them and apologize for what your Department of Justice has done.
Members get to ask the questions, the witness gets to answer in the way they want to answer. Attorney General can
That's
respond.
not accurate, Mr. Chairman.
Because she doesn't like the answer. So,
Mr. Chairman,
why?
I have asked
Didn't she ask Merrick Garland this?
I am
Twice,
reclaiming
when he
my
sat in
time,
my
and
chair.
when I
will
reclaim my
continue to
time,
answer.
it is
Mr. Chairman, the gentlelady has reclaimed her
I'm not going
time.
to get in the gutter for her theatrics.
Which I think tells you everything you need to know about her character. Caught between protecting her boss and doing the right thing by the victims of her boss's longtime friend, America's top law enforcement officer had made her position clearly known. But somehow, I guess she was deluded enough to walk out of there thinking she did a good job. According to a report from the New York Times, Bondi emerged from the hearing in an upbeat mood after delivering what she believed was her best, which is to say a most bombastically defiant defense of her handling of the release of the Epstein files. But when she logged onto Twitter and saw the entire country actually had the opposite reaction, Miss Bondi did not blame herself. Instead, the Times reports, she told an associate that the committee's Republican chairman, Representative Jim Jordan of Ohio, had refused to defend her and had enabled Democratic questioners. Republican Nancy Mace also went after the Attorney General, asking why the DOJ is more focused on shielding the powerful than delivering justice, adding that the Epstein case is one of the greatest cover-ups in American history. And in mid-March, a few weeks after Bondi's disastrous performance, several Republicans, including Mace, broke with their own leadership by joining Democrats to subpoena Bondi and have her testify under oath again about the Epstein case, this time behind closed doors. Ahead of that appearance, scheduled originally for April 14th, Bondi and Blanche met with members of the committee for a showdown that ended in Democrats walking out less than an hour into the meeting, reportedly out of frustration that Bondi would not commit to honoring the panel's subpoena. Democrat Maxwell Frost, who called the appearance a fake deposition where no one can see what's going on, told the press that we want her under oath because we don't trust her. When fellow Democrat Summer Lee asked the committee's chairman, Republican James Comer, if he would compel Bondi to comply with the subpoena and initiate proceedings to hold her in contempt of Congress if she didn't show up, Comer refused to answer and instead told the congresswoman that she was bitching. When asked directly if she would comply with the subpoena, Bondi insisted,
I will follow the law.
However, I don't know if you've noticed, but April 14th has now come and gone, and Pam Bondi did in fact skip her scheduled testimony on the Epstein files, defying a subpoena and now facing calls to hold her in contempt of Congress. Whether congressional leaders will step up and hold Bondi accountable, though, remains to be seen. But in the background of all of this unfolding, Pam Bondi was silently coming to terms with an unavoidable fact. Her days were numbered. As the Times reported, Bondi saw what happened to friend of the channel and former DHS Secretary Christine Nome at the beginning of March, and told a friend that Trump's willingness to fire one of his biggest worshippers meant she might be in jeopardy too. Miss Bondi hoped to save her job, or at the very least, buy a little more time until the summer to give herself a graceful exit. She ended up with neither. The Daily Beast outlined the events of Wednesday, April 1st, a fitting day for her sham of a position to come to an end. As the pair rode together in the Beast on their way to the Supreme Court building, the president turned to the Attorney General and broke the news. "I think it's time," he told her. Despite, as CNN reports, Bondi making a last-ditch effort to save her job by flying out to Florida and exploring the possibility of charging another one of Trump's longtime enemies, former CIA Director John Brennan, this wasn't enough. And by the time Trump made the firing public, Bondi was still in Tampa, back home, as if the past 14 months in Washington was all just a bad dream. The Times reported she was emotional, and I kinda understand why. Trump didn't even bother to give Bondi a fake government title like he did with Nome, quite unceremoniously declaring she'd be looking for a new job in the private sector, perhaps lobbying for Qatar like she did before. I mean, who knows? The possibilities are endless when you're as depraved and desperate as Pam Bondi. But no matter where she lands, I think it's safe to say that her resume speaks for itself. When Pam Bondi was asked by Elysian magazine all those years ago what she wanted her legacy to be, she responded, "I hope it's just helping people." She cited the war on drugs and how all that ties into the human trafficking because they're immediately addicting young women and men to drugs, making them truly captives. So it's really circular. Date rape is also on the rise. We're finding young women who are completely innocent and someone has slipped a drug into their drink, even if they're studying. I learned of a horrific case very recently where a young woman had no memory of what happened to her and woke up just wearing a ripped t-shirt. In an answer to another question, Bondi stated, "You know, every day there's something you can do to help someone. Human trafficking is very real. It's very alive, sadly, in our country, in our state, and in our world. We're doing everything we can to combat that. But there's so much more that needs to be done." And she's right. There is so much more that needs to be done. The survivors of Jeffrey Epstein know all too well about the systemic injustices being perpetuated today by the Department of Justice. They understand what it's like because for 14 excruciating months, they were routinely ignored, repudiated, and hurt by Attorney General Pam Bondi, who had sworn to protect them by upholding the law and holding their abusers accountable, making sure that what happened to them may never be allowed to happen again under her watch. Pam Bondi failed them, and I am a firm believer that after all she's done, all the press conferences and hearings, after all the memos and charges her office brought forward, it will be this image that lives on for generations. This is the image that will haunt Pam Bondi's legacy forever, whether she likes it or not. Despite earlier efforts in her career to combat human trafficking, Bondi will forever be remembered as a
Now I just want to ask, because since all three of us have seen, like, the latest live stream, what are your thoughts based on what, like, you've seen during the live stream? Maybe Jack, because he hasn't been able to talk, we've been talking so much.
What? Oh no, you're fine. I was just waiting I was just waiting patiently. I thought you guys could do like the introduction stuff. As far as my thoughts go though, with the live stream, is that it is very clearly just an act for attention.
Also, Ray asks, why would you post any of your self-harm / attempts online? When I feel that way, my first thought isn't, oh wait, let me set a stream up. Also, Ray asks, why would you post any of your self-harm / attempts online? When I feel that way, my first thought isn't, oh wait, let me set a stream up and everything.
Yeah! That's a good point. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that at the end of their streams, whenever they quote-unquote pass out, the camera mysteriously goes dark, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in the last stream, they were supposedly passed out, but then you could see their camera was moving. They were moving their laptop so that they could turn off the stream while they were laying down. It was like...
Well, here's the thing. You guys are taking him more seriously than I am. I am not taking this kid seriously. Like, whatsoever.
Scared, honestly.
I've seen some really messed up stuff in the past. You know, I'm not taking this seriously. I'm not taking this.
Blackstar said, you're faking. My evidence, you're not dead.
To summarize, they essentially just harp on Robin for faking their mental health issues, then go on to contradict themselves by saying how hurtful it would be to be accused of faking it. They also misinform their audience, misconstruing Ashton's already flawed point of the milligrams not adding up to a fatal dose, proving their pure lack of research on a video that was already false to begin with. Real bottom of the barrel stuff right here. I do want to openly state, Ashton has not only made a follow-up video realizing and attempting to reconcile for their mistakes, but also privately stated that they regret that followed the production of that video. So, good for them, right? On April 2nd, 2022, a user by the name of Crying Blossom, another art commentator, would make videos regarding Robin's situation, providing most of the evidence on the situation and rationally
I don't think it's skill-based. Oh, Fiery Turtle finished? Oh my god. I'm in last. Oh, I mean... Do you really need to finish the map? I do. Okay.
No, I don't think you understand. Listen, Porter, this is I'm gonna put a second channel video about this thing that you made. Okay, trust me, it's just so much better for the video.
Okay, yeah.
If I get it.
Sure.
Do you want me to give you one word?
I've made videos before. You know,
please give me as many words as possible, Sulfur. Spam? Spam what? That's all I can give?
It's not a lot.
Am I allowed to put on Show Trigger's toggle?
No. I don't think you'll get kicked for that. I mean, I can kick you for that.
Have you tried completing the map? I'm trying. I'm trying, Jennifer.
There's also a very cool spectate feature that you could demo if you beat a map faster than someone else.
Right.
But we'll have to wait until
so
that
we'll have to wait till that happens.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's try from the start.
How to spectate? In the browser, next to the chat, there's the spectate button. If you click that, you'll start seeing the POV of Sushi, which is kind of pointless because he's currently live on Twitch, in case you didn't know. But yeah.
What's the best way to strafe here?
Yeah, I just kind of AD spammed forward.
I'm the white name slowing everyone down, bro.
I wasn't gonna go that far.
It's true. Okay, what if I do this? I hit the wall first, then try to hit the faith plate, so I'm a little lower.
Oh, that might be a strat, actually. I mean, a strat, not the strat. It's just a thing that you can do to change the outcome. Which on this map is everything.
Okay. How much more time do I got? Like 5 minutes?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably. And consider also that it's using real time for those 15 minutes.
Yep.
And all the times on the board are in-game time, so...
Okay.
Hard to judge. I think the strat is to crouch after hitting the last plate, so if your box is moved up and you fly past the plate. See, that might also mean something. I don't know. 'Cause